Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your currency recap. This is Sankit here, and let's break down today's market price action. It's Thursday, December the 21st. Officially getting close to the weekend and the Christmas coming ahead. So hope everybody's doing well. Let's quickly go through the markets and see what's really moving here. Break down the currency baskets and take a look at is there any opportunity in the next 24 hours here. So let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So looking at a market analysis here, let's just jump in first to the headlines. Well, no change. Markets remain strong and there's no real major news on the horizon. That's really where we are. Now, if we take a look at the performance today, we had a nice movement in the US dollar. You can see dollar is down 0.75%. So the seasonality pattern is really working here. Where's the money going? Money's going into the Aussie. Not so much in the Kiwi here, but Aussie is the one that's the leader right now, and the dollar is pulling back. Look at the Japanese yen. It's actually a little stronger here. So I think that is the trade that continued to play out. If you look at last year, we had the exact same thing. Dollar was weak, yen was stronger, and outside of that, you can see the European currencies, not so much. I actually like, outside of the dollar, I do like the pound being weak. The Canadian dollar is going sideways. We are seeing the euro in a sideways range, and we're not really seeing Swiss franc doing so much. So you're really left with a couple opportunities: pound, dollar on the short side, and Aussie on the upside, and then perhaps the Kiwi as well. Outside of that, if you take a look at the broader markets, you can see we are seeing the S&P up 1%, the World Stock Index. So yesterday we saw a bit of a pullback in the equities, and you can see how quickly we just rebounded. That's just where we are. There's definitely more demand in the markets versus reasons to sell here. So that's where we are. And we are seeing a nice little recovery in the cryptos as well. Just realize that it's just a one-day change. And when we take a look at the daily trends, trends are not that strong compared to the equities where the daily trends are strong, or compared to the dollar where the daily trends are strong. But outside of that, if we just take a look at our market outlook, we are sitting at a +3. Again, nothing has changed. If you take a look at the chart here, we are above the 20, above the 50. I know this was a bit of a surprise pullback in the markets. Again, came out of nowhere. And usually these are the things that kind of provide a good buying opportunity, and that's exactly what happened. Those selling that happened yesterday was quickly bought out. So again, I think this is how the market's going to be. Probably just cruise here, sideways to higher. That's just really where we are. Now, if you take a look at the schedule here, we had some data out of the way. Today, we had the GDP from the US, final GDP, 4.9 versus 5.2. And we also had the negative Philly Fed as well. Realize that these numbers are not really moving the markets, because markets are moving along with the sentiment. So that's where we are. Tomorrow we have the pound retail sales. We have Canadian GDP. Maybe tomorrow morning the core PCE price index can have a little bit of impact. But realize that it's a Friday. It's the weekend before, as we go into the Christmas. So market's just going to be a little bit active at that time, and it's just going to die down very quickly. These are the times I don't really, expect too much activity in the markets. Now let's do our currency analysis and take a look at what's moving. And looking at the velocity score, and like I said, these two things, dollar and pound, are on the weaker side, and we have the Aussie on the stronger side. Let's not spend too much time with the European currencies. And after the Aussie, maybe the Kiwi. But realize that even between the Aussie and Kiwi, we are seeing a divergence. So let's take a look at pound dollar and the Aussie and the pound opportunity here. So let's just start with the US dollar. You can see after a big consolidation on the 4-hour chart, we are getting a break here. So I think there's more selling pressure on the US dollar as we head to the year end. Again, after a long period of consolidation, we're breaking lower. So I think at this point, dollar looks like a better short. Take a look at the daily chart. everything is pointing out to the downside here. Outside of the dollar, take a look at the British pound and take a look at this level here. We have spent from October all the way till December of this little bear rally here. I think at this point, after the US dollar, I'd like the pound short as well. On the longer side, look at the Aussie basket. Even though it's not super strong, again, you can see the trend is turning up. The Kiwi, not same, but you can see that it's still relatively strong. So maybe a break above that will reignite some of the movement in the Aussie on the Kiwi as well. So let's take a look at the setup. Aussie dollar, and I'm going to be taking a look at 4-hour charts here because that's where you're going to find some good levels. 4-hour chart right here, we had a nice little breakout above. So it looks like he wants to go higher after some consolidation. As we go on the daily chart, you can see we are up above some key levels here. So next level of resistance comes at about 69.07. It's sitting at 68. So about 100 pips there. If you take a look at the other opportunity, Kiwi dollar, does that look good? Yeah, I mean, take a look at this chart here. This looks good as well. The next level of resistance was 64. Let's go on a 4-hour chart. As you can see on a 4-hour chart, you can use a 13-day moving exponential moving average here and then let it guide our stop. So stop right here. We've got a resistance here. If it breaks out, that's going to have a breakout as well. The second one is the pound Aussie. Again, doing the exact same thing. Take a look at the moving averages. It's turning directional. So this spent a lot of time going sideways. Now it's going directional. So pound Aussie looks nicely to the downside. And we can also perhaps take a look at pound Kiwi, which again, having a nice little bear rally here. We have a channel in place and it's moving lower. So again, these are the opportunities that I see moving here, maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours. But you realize that Sunday markets close because Monday is a holiday. So if you are entering any new trades, you have to close it out by tomorrow. So not so much of a holding period. This is where if you're already in a position, you're in a good situation, you can carry it a little bit forward. But the holding period, again, we don't have that luxury of time to hold it. I'm not looking for more entering new trades. And if I am, I just have to realize that we have to close those trades before the week end. And in conclusion, holiday trading environment, volatility is likely to die down, especially going to tomorrow. So trade responsibly, focus on relative strength weakness and focus on, not so much on what's left for this week, but perhaps maybe next week we'll see some opportunities. But this is a holiday trading. If this is the first time, I've said it before, trade less. This is another time to be active. This is time to sort of take things slow. So thanks for joining. Have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas ahead. And we'll see you guys not the following week. We're not doing any updates next week because, again, it's just Monday, Tuesday's a holiday. Then we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll be doing our currency recap next Friday and then set up a plan for the following week. Till then, take care. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.